Welcome to another episode of the Timers Playbook. Thank you so much for streaming, listening to this podcast. Really appreciate your support as always. On today's episode, Pt.1 Spelele Zuma. This is the first time I hear his name. I've never known his name before. And as I said, in my previous life, I used to be in the music/radio industry. This is one of the guys that I used to work with quite a lot. He used to go by the name Chillimane. Chillimane. Chili. Can I call you Chili? Because it's
it's just you can call me Chili.
Yeah.
Because you're the first person to call me Chillimane.
Is it?
I didn't know I was Chillimane until you told me. I was Chillimane.
Oh, you're Chillimane.
Yeah.
So I pronounced it wrong.
and you're like, oh, this is started by Chillimane. And everybody was like, hola Chillimane. Yeah, it was a joke for a couple of years.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I think it's been like how long now? Over 10 years?
Yeah, it's
20. No, it's not 20.
More than 10 years.
Kanung
2009.
2009.
Yeah, you call me Chillimane, my guy.
Askis.
Ah, no, it's okay.
Oh, no, man. I used to hear you on your records. You'd say Chillimane. I know he's just playing on the Chillimane.
Oh, yeah, no, you're the first person to call me Chillimane, guy.
Ah, okay. Anyway. Thanks for coming on the episode, man. Appreciate you taking the time during the day on a rainy day in Joburg to come all the way out here. So we want to start our chat. Ne? You said something very interesting before we get into the kids and fatherhood. You said that you're most at peace when you jump out of a warm shower before conquering the day.
Yeah.
How I interpret that is you sound like someone who's forward looking in life, wants to get things done.
Yep.
No time for complaints. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Is that a true assessment?
I think you understood it very well. Yeah, I understand. I just feel like before I take that shower, or even when I'm in that shower, I'm planning. As soon as I jump out, I'm a last minute planning when you're like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. I run a schedule of my life. So as soon as I jump out of that shower, it feels like you're already on stage.
Okay.
You're already on stage. Yeah, I'm a lyrics
performance.
Yeah, it's a performance every day.
So more futhi that when you were doing the prep for this thing, you mentioned schedule. Now we mention a foot.
Yeah.
Are you able to maintain a schedule with the kids, and is it something that you push to them? Like, listen, discipline, schedule is important.
Yeah, look, mina vele schedule sami is my schedule. So with the kids being around, I do shift things around for them. However, like most of the time, it's usually about the schedule that I set up, and the kids are part of that schedule. You understand? So I do make time for them, but as per schedule. You understand? It's not like when I set up a schedule, it's just my day and about myself, Now, bobasuke bekhona kuleso schedule, and kuyenzeka kube nama emergencies for them and stuff like that. But they are always on the schedule. So when I say my schedule, I'm talking about the household schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So run me through Gutsi schedule household imeganjan. So you've got 2 daughters, 15 and 10. And 1 son, 16 months. So
yeah,
you're a fairly new father again. After
he's
a young boy.
He's a new baby.
Yeah, it's a new baby.
Yeah.
So you're doing the new baby process again after maybe 8 years or so. How is that different with the son compared to when the first time you had a child who is 15 now?
Okay, so my daughters, right? They have their mother, and I was married to their mother. So it's a whole difference. Like where Kopelo kulele endlini nami.
Kopelo, you firstborn.
The firstborn.
Okay. Benishadile that time.
Yeah, benishadile.
Yeah. Straight.
Straight.
Lobo traditional white yonginto.
Mshado ophelele mfethu ngihamba olobola ngashada ngahamba ngayo booka ivenue enama ostrich
Hey,
yangithola noma zebra.
So nishaya into zakhona
Yeah,
vele
shaya
full
into
on.
zakhona.
Yeah.
Shaya amanye amasudi uyabona nje ngaba right. Ngithenga nengubo yomshado.
Mm.
So like umshado wangempela yabo ngamthela ngenyongo.
Yeah.
Emsamo like bekumshado, you know. Uqophelo nompume so bengishadile noma wabo, so I was able to see them evolve. Yeah, I understand as ingane mabezalwa ngikhona lapho ma uthi bayafika ekhaya, you know, I've rearranged the house. Umpume especially, I mean uqophelo, I was still very new. I was young when I had to uqophelo. I think how old was I? I was 24. 25. So I mean I feel like wafika first time ngiba nengane ekungeyami, like I've got loads of experience. Like mina ngilast born ekhaya ne.
Okay.
So 7 masiphelele, so igama lami usiphelele, like you can understand. So siswa momdala ungishiya nge13 years.
Okay.
So nabo bhuti bami badala bonke labantu kunami, so shiyana nge 2-3 years in between, so by 7. So you can understand ukuthi lo mdala 13 years and then mina mangina 1. So by the time bona beba nezingane behamba beyosebenza beyishiya ekhaya bekhona mina. So ingane ngijwayele ukuyikhulisa yabo.
Okay.
Experience yami ngoqophelo nompume was okay, I'm full time there, and uma wabo beka genayo experience nje ukukhulisa ingane at all, like umntwana makalele bekamletha kimi athi ushonile. Umntwana akaphefumuli.
Okay.
The baby is not breathing.
So yena bekangakanani that time?
I'm 3 years older than her, so she was 21.
Okay, so yena very young.
Yeah.
In life and experience generally.
Yeah, in life and experience. Yeah,
okay.
Understand.
Yeah.
Umntwana okhulele kagogo, so akanayo le experience ukuthi khona abashana bakhe or abantwana bakuba abancane abakhulisile. So I came with that experience, which I can say I had like at least 10 years experience ukukhulisa ingane encane by the time ngitholo wami umntwana. So umcebo is my son.
Yeah.
Ngimthole ngesikhathi se-COVID. Asingasho nje noma wakhe ngimthole ngesikhathi se-COVID.
Yeah.
So something new.
Yeah.
So ngathini umcebo ungithole, you know, sengiyi-seasoned father. Mina uqophelo sekana 14.
Ngiyakuthola.
Umpume ugijimisa 11 years, una 9 uyogijimisa u10. So like umcebo ungithole and uma wakhe unomntwana futhi yabo.
Yeah.
So yayibona igame. Amantombazana wabe noma wabo nabafana bazoba noma wabo.
Okay. Yeah. Uyi strategy les or ivele yenzakala nje. Okay, busiso uyibona kanjalo wena.
Yeah, okay. So uma wabo she's experienced as well.
So obviously that means scenario gehlukile.
Scenario ihlukile.
Ngena no 2 nine experience.
Yeah, I'm a visiting father as well. Yeah, understand. I'm not like ubaba wabona ingane every day, you understand. Like
I'm to visiting father.
We don't stay together.
Okay.
You understand. So by the time
are you together?
Oh yeah, we are together.
You just don't stay together.
Yeah, we are in love and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so like ngathini ngimthole seke established, you understand, unomuzi wakhe. She's got her own life running, you know, like these single moms.
Okay.
And nami nengane zami ngihlala nazo endlini, and you know, I think wachanywa nayilokho nje ukuthi awe out right ihlala nengane. And
so ni uwe nencosi endlini?
Mina endlini, yeah.
We won.
It's me and my daughters. Yeah, I gotta stay in nanny.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah, and forever. Like
is it?
I think I broke up with my ex-wife.
Well, you divorced, you mean?
Yeah. We broke up and then divorced.
You broke up and then divorced?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do it like that. You can't divorce and then break
no,
up.
No, so
no. Like, oh yeah, you shouldn't do it.
No, I won't do. I don't plan to.
It's easy to keep them. I promise you. Yeah. So 10 years ago, I think umpume bekana 1 ngaleso sikhathi. So mahlukana noma aqophelo nompume. So you can imagine like umpume emkhulise ena 1 emncane kunomcebo manje. until manje ngobe na 11.
So menhlukana ke is it kuthi just a relationship ayisebenzanga or kwenzakaleni?
You want the straw that broke the camel's back, or do you want the whole soliloquy?
Just the straw.
Okay, the straw that broke the camel's back is family.
Yeah,
family yakhe mfana mina bengingazwani nayo. Yeah. And mina naye besingazwani nayo because of izinto bezenzeka endlini yabo.
Yeah.
Ebezisixabanisa yabo. And then we sat down and we decided this is how we're going to handle her family. When I started executing the strategy, I just made her my enemy.
Why?
Wangchigela.
Okay. So nina nihleli phansi nathi
so kwenza kanje
situation.
Yeah.
Mele manage family yakho.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess meddling izinto zabo nje azisipani for your value as a family.
No, like not even meddling, dog.
Yeah.
Like bebe kangezeka cool, like always handouts, you know.
Okay.
So we had to handle that in order for
for your
for umndeni wethu ukuthi ukhule,
yeah.
So like I couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I mean we did that for like 5 years.
So when I execute, I'm going in.
Yeah,
your partner was completely
like with immediate effect, cold take.
How? Outside 30-day notice, 60-day.
It was something vele beyilibele yabo.
Yeah.
Isendleleni umuntu ayazi ukuthi lento kufanele yenze.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean mina naye, you know, like she would come back ekhaya kubakhala njalo yabo nje mawukuthi uhambile waya khona. They always got something to say about her, you understand? And I was like, look, man, because obviously ukhulele kagogo ngoba ngisho.
Yeah.
So like ngizodila nayo mina lento ngoba ngayikhipha iphelele inkomo zakazuma. And mase ngidila nayo, I think mina vele ngiaggressive nje naturally.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just didn't work out. And I think the last time we had a fight, you know, like endlini ekhona ugogo wakhe, and you know I said some words as well, like, you know, angimfuni lo gogo wakho la. Uyabona into eyenzakala bayikho wayikhona vele. Athi angimfuni lo muntu la. Ahambe. Yabo. And then ugogo wathi ngihamba nengane yami ke. Yabo. Ngase ngiyambheka emehlweni umngami.
Uthi uyahamba na.
And then uhamba naye. That's when I said, please don't come back.
This is it.
Yeah, we can't do it like this. It's obviously gonna be, I mean, you know, my story up with my father can connect exactly what it is, like that I'm talking about. Mina ngizalwe ngelanga elilodwa nobaba wami. Same day, same month.
Wow.
My father was not the greatest guy like that you wanna chill with.
Yeah. I mean, you even said, what did you say about your dad? Let me think it all. You
know, so like, I didn't want to be like him.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth. So I didn't want to get to the point where I became like him.
You said I grew up wishing he would disappear.
Yeah, I grew up, man. I used to have an older brother, like, scorer, like, big bone, like, Cheyenne. I used to wish the guy could beat him up, like, all the time. Like, we beg him, like, yo, dog, strap any time.
Sizofika kule time le asiqede riding de. So into ngifuna ukuyazi now, cause uthe nishadile, white wedding, everything traditional, inkomo zikhishiwe like you saying. So iphela kanjani? How do you officially end it?
Oh yeah, I mean, so what I did is, my mother was no longer there when we got married. Like, my mother passed away. As a matter of fact, like, my mother passed away. The last thing my mother did that is important in life was ukungiphelezela ngobhadari lobola.
Okay.
And like 9 days later, she passed away. So, umshado wethu bo emotional, Oh mama, bekazofuna lokho yabo. So umshado, like, let me just tell you a story about umshado. Beku December 2008. Bengigijima istrati mfethu ngicwele indawo, like ngimnandi namagenge, ne?
Sure.
February bengilobola. May bengishada a traditional wedding. December bengishada the white wedding. So 2008 I didn't know I'm going to get married in 2009.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have an idea on December ukuthi ngizobe ngishada in less than 5 months.
Sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It was a situation where my mother was like, "Yo, what you waiting for, my guy?" And Nama was looking at this.
When did you think you were ready that time?
Huh?
Ready?
Yeah, I thought I was.
You thought you were?
Yeah, like that's how you are, right? If you
Yeah.
think you are, then you are.
I guess.
Yeah, like you can't see. There's nothing else that prepares you for that. You need to believe it when yourself. So
is it something Nina need discuss it in or your ex at that time? Like it's funukshata, so and so, or it just happened?
No, we never discussed it.
You never discussed it?
No, we never discussed it. Ukshata.
Yeah.
I'm shange surprise ngamcela yo. Yabo.
Yo.
I'm shange surprise ngamcela. You know, and no bells and whistles. You know, we were out, mina nemediami. We had a great time. We got home early around about 11 ebusuku, and we're chilling on the couch. You know, we're still unpacking the night, and here I am like, yo, you know what? I love you a lot and I want to make you my wife, and ngizokuthumela incwadi. Uhambise again.
And that was that.
And that was that. And that was like beginning of Feb. And I set a date for the 28th of Feb.
Sure.
And before you know it, Petit Tafelberg.
So ready.
When are
you ready to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I believe like you need to make it happen.
Once you put it in your mind, like you say.
Yeah, I did think, obviously, that was my only girlfriend. You know, like it was not a situation where I was confused who I love. You understand? I didn't have multiple girls. I didn't have umawenganyami. Like at the same time, I'm just thinking, this is my only girlfriend. Uqophelo sekazelwe. What am I waiting for? Sure. Oh yeah, and I thought I had money. Yeah? Like
Bospan at the time. No?
Yeah, being inspired, you know, like you know, besengekile nasenet bank. I was a consultant, you know, getting quadruple what I was getting in that bank. I was good, you understand?
Yeah, so you're in that phase of
cash,
new job, yonki into, like things are aligning.
Yeah, it's into the align. So I was like, I can wait. I can marry her now. I can marry her 5 years later, but this is who I'm marrying.
It's all the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's circle back to this thing. So money cut that I think, ne? How do you officially end it? And there's a kid on it.
There's 2 kids.
There's 2 kids that time. There's family. So how do you guys approach the divorce? Or the separation?
Ngaleso skati, there's a whole lot of animosity. Between me and her, we don't get along. She's already moved out of my house since ngamtshela ukuthi angasabuyi. You know, she got a townhouse in Honeydew, and she's like, I'm paying for that, you know, so they think you know, like she's got
settled.
Yeah, I just bought her a car. Like the last, can you imagine? Like the day we decided we're getting divorced, I bought her a car. The car got delivered on Thursday, and we decided that we're getting divorced on Saturday. So like, you know, everything ihamba. I mean, I'm still responsible with relationship now. You say responsible as my wife, but I span it. I span because I remember luckily I had a friend who had just gotten divorced. So I asked him, what's the easiest way to do it? So I understand that without, because the animosity between me and I. So kwenza kanjani? So a friend of mine referred with mediator. But before I went to the mediator, I called my father. Ampelele time obthama lamhlala eMaritzburg. Ngavaya ngaye eMaritzburg kahle kahle kuye yabo. Amchazela ukuthi sekhamba kanjena and ngifuna ukuphuma yabo. And ngamcela ukuthi eze la eGoli. My wife is from Soweto, Naledi. My ex-wife. So and then sahamba sakuloya muzi sawobachazela yabo ukuthi seku kanjani, and ubaba wangithipha ke ukuthi yabo mfana wami ofika lapha ya wenze kanje ngeke ube nenkinga in the future. Ngafika nga-execute exactly, plan the timer, and then emva kwalokho sakhuluma ne-mediator. Chantel helped us a lot, like usibhalela i-contract, savumelana la siphikisana khona, wasifundela umthetho. Sasayina nabo without going through the lawyers, through the court, and fighting about izinto ezi-emotional.
Or so mediator is like umuntu independent who just helps.
Yeah,
it's not a court process.
No, yeah, mediator is recognized by the courts.
Okay.
But it's not like we're gonna go to Randburg court, siyolwa indaba ye divorce ukuthi ubani uthatha.
So I got figured out.
Yeah, it's figured.
You're just discussing at the moment, and then you have someone in the middle.
A mediator
who's gonna ensure that the contract is valid.
Yeah. Ubhale contract yokuhlukana ye divorce.
Wow.
And then uyayithatha.
Why bizarre the contract?
Divorce decree.
Divorce decree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, they write the contract, and then from there they take it to the courts, and it gets approved. Obviously, we need to sign the contracts up front and everything that needs to be in our divorce decree, and then gets approved, and then we go to the magistrate court, and then we also sign in front of the magistrate, and then we divorced.
But how are you feeling during that time? How are you guys towards each other?
I'm gonna begging a command. For me, I got to find out Suguti, she was more angry at me. I mean, the marriage was over a long time before we got divorced. You understand? So, but when we got there, she started accusing me of like, why umshado uphelile. You understand? So, and also like I had my brother Englamana and I like to support me. You understand? So I had my mind made up. I can't continue with this. Okay, so you can imagine like if you have a wife that's estranged, right? Is it estranged or estranged?
Estranged.
Yeah, estranged, right? More if you have a wife that's estranged, right? If you have no say about life yakhe.
Sure.
So mawuhlangana naye, let's say endaweni side.
Yeah.
You know, other girls, a bunch of guys, dog, you don't like that. You understand? So there was that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even though it's like busy, I ain't like that. So it's okay. Now she's back in the streets.
Usekemi.
I was like, abona I'm fine. I call lo mfazi alithethwa hayi ngeke.
Ayikuphathanga krend eringile. And this was it during the process of separation or after the divorce?
No, before the divorce.
Or before?
Yeah.
Maranga divorce.
Yeah, it's like even on Facebook, like how much it does send my heart. Like umfazi wami lo yabo. So I would see futhi ngai engiphatha kabi yabo. Embarrassed.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being hurt and being embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed because like doesn't matter whether you like her or not. You don't want her to be touched. Like because
you still feel.
Yeah, you still feel uma wengane zakho.
Yeah.
Ekugcineni kwelanga.
Sure. And where are you guys now? Like, how's the relationship? How do you feel about her? And how are you co-parenting?
Okay, let me just say this. So we got divorced, and like 2 years later, no, not 2 years later, like 2 years later, she got married.
2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
She got married.
Yeah.
I understand. So I was right about my feelings, right? Well, ngiyazijabulisa.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, like angithi asikhulume kanje. By the time uma wabo sihlukana, she wanted nothing to do with me and the kids. So you understand, like she would disappear. Yeah, well. So I just put it in a divorce decree. She has to see the kids because, like,
you had to put it in a decree.
Yeah, we had to, like, Like those are the things that we used to fight about. You've disappeared for 1 month. Like
okay, wait. I think I understand it. I think you, the guy. I need to normally the narrative is that the guys would be the ones disappearing.
No.
Especially during these things.
Now she's the one disappearing.
Okay. So you want to force her to see her children.
Yeah.
That's where you were.
Yeah, like I have a situation where angimboni for 1 month, ingana zimboni, and I mean my child is like extra uqophelo sekayabona mpume mncane but naye uyamfuna uma wakhe bamthanda uma wakhe.
Of course. Yeah.
Unyamalele lo muntu, and every time she comes to my house, I have to resort to my only way ukuthi wena uzobona ingane zakho kanti indaba yakho kunyamalala yabo. And then she disappears again. So by the time we got to Chantel for the mediation, I had to put it in. Every month, uzozwakala, uzobona ingane zakho, and uzofika uzoyilanda.
Yo.
Yeah, bo. So.
But then in the decree also, Beniti ingosi zosala now.
Oh yeah. Like ngisho, uthe akafuna.
It's a given, like yeah.
Uthe akafuna lutho nengane. Like uthe ugrandi.
Yo.
If I don't ever see you again, Chile.
Even with the kids.
My guy. She gave me primary residency and full custody of the kids. Yeah, I understand. That's when I realized, that's why I need to mangifika lapha ya kulama divorce mediation offices. That's when I realized ukuthi lo muntu lana ekenzi kahle ngahlukana nalo muntu. Yabo. Kodwa ngiya understand ukuthi bekaphatheke kahle. Gabi, remember, this is my side of the story.
Sure,
right?
of course.
So, like, I'm responsible for other things that happened in that marriage that maybe drove her away from me. You understand?
Sure.
So, yeah, abantwana ngihlale nabo washada. Ayiphathi mayise shadile ke waqala ke wabalanda abantwana full time yabo eyanginyanyisa le ndaba leyo ukuthi uhamba nabantwana bami uya kule bar leli.
So yeni into leyo manje
element story esisha manje. Yeah, but I mean she tried she did like wabanakekela manje abantwana, and izinto zaqala zabangcono ngoba sekayabalanda communicate nabo.
Oh, so it seems like yena naye bekafuna ukuthi life yakhe ibe settled nyana before.
Yeah, man, until lockdown.
Oh, this is lockdown.
No, like from when she got married 2017.
Yeah.
Until lockdown. All of a sudden now she wants the custody of the kids.
Oh, she's fighting custody now.
Yo, Lord. A court in July 2022.
In court.
A court in Fetu. We fought for 2 years. We tracked the kids through. I'm a family advocate and everything. I was such a bad dad ever. Yo, man, you should have seen the affidavit. I apply the custody abantwana. Yo, I'm abusive to the kids. I'm gonna kill them one day. I'm raising them like soldiers. I'm a bad dad.
This is what she's saying.
This is what is written on the affidavit.
Yo.
But obviously, I mean, the court can't believe her or me. So what happened is, Basisagwe family advocate, which is something that we all discussed, Masiagwe mediation. The reason why we're going to mediation is because we don't want to drag our kids through, a divorce petayo. So, Hambili court for 2 years in van.
Back and forth.
Yo, my daughter is like, yo, Baba, we're living a real life Gomorrah in this house.
So when that time over beggar, how was it affecting them?
Obviously the kids are gonna start lying and hiding information. If something is happening that side.
Bangaganan this time.
My daughter is 8. 2022.
21.
2020 to 2022 manje July. Yeah, badala bayazi kwenzakalani. Like fanele bangifihlele izinto ezikhulunywa naye uma wabo fanele bamfihlele, and manje ngale bayabagroup. And my sisters as well, like, are angry on my behalf, like, when we are better, So my family as well, society didn't love me, and they're poisoning the kids, and her family is poisoning the kids. She's poisoning the kids. And the court is telling me you can't talk to the kids.
So, about the case?
about the case, I started preparing my kids. Like, yo, look, this is what is happening. Because the kids are getting told, and just be ready, whatever. You know, like, case hambile. That's when I hired a lawyer.
Yeah.
Ne? One day, after 2 years, savele saye court. Must figure court. Lo muntu wathi drop the case. Common sense must prevail. I think the kids are fine where they are.
Sure. Une lawyer at that time.
I ran a lawyer. Like, yo, man, I spent a lot on lawyers for 2 years. But what figure I drop the case? What's I?
On that day.
Yeah.
When I want to drop, when you prepared lawyers.
When I'm prepared, but I'm lawyer, I'm strategies. I know. So, because now, say good clear, even the magistrates, like there was this lady magistrate with Poon. It's like, ma'am, I'm sending you to the family advocate, and I'm telling you, I don't believe you. You can't disappear for 10 years and then come back, decide to ngane. I mean, the magistrate was very sensible, like in saying, like, I believe that an infant baby needs the mother more than a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Yeah, logic. So khona manje kodwa sesi-right. Since the court case, she decided not to pursue it. Are we good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like obviously.
When and I.
Yeah, mina naye like sikhuluma nge-WhatsApp, ngisikhuluma nge-SMS, you know.
Yeah.
When I need to call her, I call her. You understand? Yeah, sekungcono manje kunasekuqaleni, like it's not hostile anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean I can tell, like, even ngama results esikole engane. We understand,
sure.
Like the results esikole engane, well, it's multiple things that contribute to that, but the kids were like dropping. I understand, 60%. My child was struggling in maths. July, I dropped the case. Manje le term lesiphuma kuyo. Both my kids are 80 and 81.
Oh, they're getting back to that. Yeah. And did the school provide any support, emotional support for the kids, or bebangaqavi bantu?
No, they knew, you know, like my daughter. So uma wabo waye esikoleni ngelinye ilanga yobalanda, and then she told the teacher, and then the teacher told everybody, and my daughter, like my youngest daughter, is like, yo, Baba, you know, like I'm the child at school now. There's a pity party. They think I'm struggling because my parents are fighting.
Yo.
You know, like
says your born English, you know. Sigrot phela manje.
Ingosi zami prami, like ngathini is they on the same level as me in terms of like who's express. I understand.
Yeah.
It's not a situation where they can't say what they want to say. So they tell me, they just hide it from you if they don't want to say it. But my kids are very mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is.
Okay. But do you think now they're in a better place, or do you think that maybe they could still talk or see someone or and say khulumile ndaba leya, that whole divorce situation?
I say kuluma.
Like, because it's fresh today.
Yeah, it's fresh. Like, you know, my daughter is like was talking to me like 2 nights ago. Like, you know, if I ever get married, but I hate kids, so I won't get married. So even if I would never have a stepfather for my kids, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I mean, my daughter is turning 16. You know what I was doing when I was 16? I mean, I left home when I was 11, so to boarding school. So you can imagine, when I was 16, I was going to university. So she's like grown.
Yeah.
When you're 16, man. Like umdala.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? The 16-year-old is going out into the world in Dombazana, Futi. What's your mindset to that?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm programmer, yo.
Okay. Programming kanjani?
So my daughter is just like me, you understand that she like ufana nami, like nasebusweni, you understand, like ingane kababa, yangithola.
Sure.
but she's very compassionate. I understand. She's got this view of the world that is very innocent. And obviously mina ngimfaka ifustan like ngimenza ipantsula or amampela. I mean, I give you an example. It's like I feel like people don't respect me. I'm like, what do you mean people don't respect you? No, you know, Baba Mina, I'm such a nice person. I respect everybody, and I don't understand why people don't give me the same respect back. People are lost. So I tell her, like, look, respect comes from admiration and fear. So you need to strike fear in the pack group. You know, she fights me over that. But I can't be a dangerous person towards other people. That's not being nice. I'm telling you, they're going to fear you. They're going to respect you if they fear you. They will respect you if they fear you. You don't have to do anything to them. But you need to make sure that you find something that they fear about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And it's just like, I don't believe.
So what's when she's
Yeah,
because
she
I mean there's two ways to that. It can be that they fear you, or they genuinely respect you because of how you treat them, make them feel.
No, it's impossible for people to respect you if they don't fear you or admire you.
It's not impossible.
How?
No, it's not impossible.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Stapura.
Yeah.
How many times have you been nice to people and people just did whatever they wanted to do?
It's rare.
It's rare.
Yeah. Like what?
Okay, so let's talk about the corporate environment.
Sure.
Because like we both understand the corporate environment.
Yeah.
Mina ngiyakwazi, you're a hard worker and you're good at what you do. You understand? Have you ever had a situation where you have conflict with a coworker or a boss?
Sure, plenty.
Was it because you disrespected them?
Well, I'd answer your question like this, Yabo. Into things like that, it's normally how you want to perceive life and want to be perceived.
Yeah.
Young Frostan. So if you have your own things or tilangas, for example, in that scenario spanning, it could be you feel that you are an imposter or you are inadequate or whatever. So whenever you get into conflict, you think those things are being risen up. Young Frostan. So I don't have those things.
You don't have those things?
No, because I'm grown now. I used to when I was younger. When you met me, that used to happen a lot.
Yeah, ngiyakuzwa lokho. Angithi you were there, but here you are right now.
Yeah,
right?
over time.
Yeah, over time.
Yeah.
So like I'm talking to a young girl who has to move militant.
That's why I'm asking Gutiena, when she's against your stance, what's her reason?
No, her reason is like, that's what I'm saying. I'm programming right now because there's a lot of things that she admired that do work in a real world. You understand? But in terms of like how they're gonna move, like going forward, usazohlangana nabantu ekuzofanele adile nabo decisively. I'm just trying to give her a piece of me.
Yeah.
At this point.
What else you let me ask this question like this. So the programming, that's one thing. I want you to give me one thing that she needs to survive in this life. And what's the one thing she's given you that you're like, she's taught me quite a thing?
Oh yeah, like for me, one thing that she needs in life to survive is independence.
Sure.
You understand that being able to do it without a doubt. Like for instance, being disciplined to make it happen. So like for instance, a hobby that she chooses on her own, or like a career if she ever chooses a career on her own. Like I feel like any kind of like independent thinking, it doesn't matter, where the crowd is going, or I mean, she's independent to do whatever that she feels strongly about.
Yeah, so self-sustained.
Yeah, she's self-sustainable right now. So I mean, I'm sure at 20. I won't put her in an Uber though.
Of course.
That's one thing. That's a being independently, whether it's for her hygiene, whether it's for her school. I don't have to anymore go and check their study room.
Sure.
Or 7 to 8.
She knows what needs to be done.
She knows.
Yeah, she's accountable for her own life.
And then, like, I always
That's
tell
a good skill, by the way. That's what I want for my kids too.
Yeah. I always tell her, like, yo, these words are going to echo in your mind if I die first.
Yeah.
You know? So you'll never miss me. I'm telling you all these things so that you remember.
Yeah, yes, that's such a great thing because my wife says this and I agree with her that we are raising our kids so that they never need us. And once they get there, the job is done.
Yeah, the job is done. Now they're going to have a friend.
Yeah, a friend, a husband, whatever it is that they but you lay the foundation for them to be able to succeed and be amazing humans in life. But when they get to a place where they don't really need you, they're there because they want to be.
Yeah, let me tell you something, Stapura, before I answer the second question, right? I'm a very strong believer of my kids needs to know who Chile is. Not their parent. Only in the time.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
So, like, abanye abantu banokubona, I even went as far as saying, mbize ngegama usiphelele. Because I want them to know who their father is. The real
person.
guy. Not see some guy.
Some fantasy. Ubaba. Yeah. Some fantasy that we have. Yeah. You discover things about your parents.
Yeah.
So growth, man. Like I'm discovering things.
Yeah,
like,
still, but you don't. Can you imagine if you knew him very well in real time?
Of course. It's something that they never gave us an opportunity and it's still school. Okay.
In terms of what I learned about her, like something that she taught me.
Yeah, or she's teaching you.
She's teaching me, you understand? Yo, I've had so many fights, including with their mother, like my brothers, about myself, you understand? Like, again, like, minang nenkani prawam nabo. Na yonke into ngiyenza ngenkani. And iringa siyami sometimes you have offend abantu.
Sure.
Corporate world, like everywhere. Like no man having your photocop and a police station, certify a police station, the police are no good. So my
daughter, it's just your tone and just the way you are.
My tone, the way I look, my facial expression, you know.
Or it seems like you're aggressive.
Yeah, like whatever it is that is about me. I don't know. Like I'm gonna figure it out later on.
Okay.
My daughter is like that. But now she learned it earlier.
Okay.
You understand? And sometimes when I asked her, like obviously I don't see myself in her in real time, and then when
you don't,
my essence I listen to this nami. Like I get angry at her when she's sarcastic and nonchalant about everything. I talk to her, she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yo, this child, I'm your father when I'm talking, and then she's able to express it. It's like, yo, everybody says this. I'm going to try to change this. And then, like, she's able to calm me down.
Yeah. So she's self-aware.
And
she
then
got there earlier than you.
She's taught me that I can actually put a disclaimer of the way I am. Like, tell the people, yo, because she sat me down one time. She's like, yo, I respect you a lot, and like unprovoked. And sometimes when I speak like this, you should be ready. But the principle is, I've got so much respect for you. You've been there for me, and I'm gonna work on myself. So which is something I never thought.
Where's Njegu?
Wow. Obviously, emva kwesikhathi ngihlale ngimbuza ukuthi ukhuluma nobani kanjalo.
Okay.
But she thought about it, and then she sat me down and like, Baba, it's ngiyahlonipha, and whenever this happens, it's a flaw of mine, and that I'm gonna have to work on, and I'm gonna need your help.
Wow.
Yeah, I understand. And I was like, oh damn, I wish I could do this at my age. I can't still. Like I forget to tell people who I am. You understand? I forget to remind people that, guys, I'm in the same team. I know I'm gonna get offensive by mistake, but I'm gonna try to hold my tongue a little bit, so that's for the sake of the team.
Okay. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let's get into the in wrapping up the 3 to 5 tools, habits, tricks. Do you remember them?
The 3 to 5 tools.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember what I said.
Yeah. And then you can expand a bit. So get involved in grooming the relationship.
Yeah. It's very important to I come up with like ideas and create an environment where I'm gonna experience her as well, get to know my daughter, not some girl in the house, because at school she's somebody different. You understand?
Yeah.
So Mina, I spend a lot of time. So I travel with my daughters everywhere. You understand? There's a friend of mine who being in Mozambique, for instance. There's a friend of mine when's a movie festival ePongola. So I just drive past Lelo site le ngiyongena eKosi Bay ngeMozambique. Hamba nabo. Yeah, like I catch a flight to Durban. And get to Durban. Can I cross over here? No, I can't. I catch a flight to Durban. My daughter is like 4 and the other one is 9. You know, ngiyahamba nabo.
Okay.
When farmers market was child friendly.
Yeah. Not now.
Yeah. Like I would go with my kids, you understand?
Okay. So that's how they get to know you, you get to know them.
I get to know them.
Experience life in its natural way.
Yeah, like I'm not sure. You know, my daughter went to a house party for the first time. She came back from Newcastle and she told me all about it.
All about it, ne?
Now her cousins are angry at her.
Why?
Because she spilled the beans. I mean, she's a teenager guy. So that's what they do there.
Yeah, of course. But which is rare, right? For them to come back and share. But that's the trust you're building.
Yeah.
Because you want your kids.
I want her
to be able to talk to you as a parent. Yeah. Not this thing of ours that we had growing up.
She told me about her crush and all. Baba, I was sitting on the pavement and it's so beautiful. I know you don't believe it, but I'm a woman too. So I'm just going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, grooming, being involved in grooming that relationship in every angle.
I get you.
You understand? Yeah. They said, no, seka intombazane, seka mdala, ngeke akwazi ukukutshela ukuthi udinga ama-pads.
But it's your daughter.
She's my daughter, man. Yeah. She came to me. Like, I'm the first person who was there when it happened.
Who else was supposed to be there?
I don't know. Maybe she was supposed to call the mother in the morning. No, come through. There's a problem in the bed.
Isn't Zakdala lezo, Joe? This idea that men can't raise children or need extra help is bullshit.
What else is required?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of the young one, your relationship here is through the mother, So like I want to make sure whatever happens between me and Nomawake is beautiful.
It's solid. Yeah.
It's beautiful. We angithanda lo mfana and sesemncane, but you know when I come through, we are born nali time.
He knows
we ask I time a
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And then you said set a roster for education, whether academic or life based. It's that schedule again.
Schedule, my guy. I mean, gami kine study time.
Yeah.
Nangi weekend.
Nangi weekend.
Yeah, now I'm a holiday. Yeah, you read a book
or something.
Yeah, read a book. It's for the internet again. You want to do something on the internet, it better be a tutorial on how to do it physically.
Okay.
So if you want to study something, makeup, amantombazane mostly, or ukubhaka, ngaba nawe ngespa. Usu-researchile lento loyifunayo. Sesiyothenga ama-ingredients. Ufuna ukuyibona iphuma dide.
Yeah. So grand wena ufuna incusi zakho zibe productive in every aspect. Don't just waste time being idle.
Yeah, I mean, I want them to learn a skill.
Yeah, be productive. Yeah. Learn a skill, learn something. Skill, knowledge, whatever.
I try to teach them how to rap, but, you know, they're not into it.
Yeah, they're not there.
Yeah, by Tandy. You know, they rap other people's songs, but they don't want to write their own. But I mean, I believe good people must have a skill.
I hear you.
You know.
Okay. Look, listen, and observe.
Oh yeah, very important. Like my daughter is very observant. I understand. And no, girls are talkative. Like in
They
general.
share.
Yeah, bo. So I just want them to be able to observe what is happening. So it's called reading the room.
Sure.
If I came here, hamba namantombazana ayithu Chillimane ngize kuwena emzini wakho, it wouldn't be, you know, the right way of like representing or respecting indlu yakho.
Yeah.
So for me, I just want them to know, ukuthi, you know, to not have regrets of I could have done it better. You know, like when people say, what would you have done? How would you have done this differently? Yeah, I understand. At least you must hit close to the target.
Okay.
All the time. And it's like, was I really offensive? You should be able to justify yourself.
Yeah. So you should be intentional.
Yeah, you should be intentional. That's
plan
the word.
For it. Prepare,
be intentional
then
with
execute.
Everything you do. Yeah.
Meaning that if you're intentional, like you're saying, if you were to come here with 2 girls, whatever, then there's a different intention. But you came, you're prepared. So the intention is to ensure that we have a great recording.
We have a great recording.
What comes out, how people interpret, that's a different thing that you can't control. But the intention you can.
And you call yourself a narrator. I mean, I believe I control what people think. I understand. If like when I do what I do, you understand. I believe if I said it and that's what I said, your interpretation of what I said, right, is what I can't control. But I control exactly what I said. And what I said is, you must be intentional. You must look, listen, and observe. Give your mouth a less opportunity than your ears, right?
Yeah.
Then that's basically what it is. Like, mina control I don't drink alcohol, so I'm never intoxicated. Ngiyazi ukuthi ngithini.
Uhlala usegaming.
So ngifuna ingane zami nazo ukuthi masikhuluma into zazi ukuthi sitheni. Umuntu angathi wena uthe.
Yeah.
People can say, this is what I got from what you said.
Yeah.
But if you said what you said, you stand on what you said, not what they interpreted.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Cool. We've touched on independence. We spoke about that. And then you said, always remember that the child is your responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The child is your responsibility.
That's a given there.
Leo. Yeah, but people, let me tell you something. People send, like, you call it a manch. Oh, there's too many parents' meetings, there's too many homework things, there's many projects, there's so many things. And most parents are complaining. I think and looks like I'm the one who's going to school. I understand.
So they want to assume responsibility by all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like me, the school has got no responsibility for my child. I am responsible to open those books. I am responsible to make sure that she eats.
Yeah.
I am responsible, like, even if umtanami angahamba ayokwenza into ebhedayo intentionally, I'm the first person to blame my guy because there's somewhere as a parent where I didn't parent.
I hear you. Sure, Otiam, we've run out of time, but thank you so much. This is, I think this is the most interesting chat I've had so far.
Man, you say that to everybody.
No, it is because everyone's got a different story.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I get to a new story, it is the most interesting so far.
So far, I got you.
But I wanted to say thank you for being open and sharing stories, because we haven't had a lot of fathers that have gone through like divorce, for example, and the impact of that. So the whole idea is that other people listen and they can find value in that. So that we have different stories because everyone has their own path that they've gone through. So thank you for that. And we appreciate it, man. Like, I mean, I've never met a father who's looking after the kids I want. You are the first on the podcast. Generally, there's a father and a mother.
Yeah.
Yabo. So that's awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm
for
old
sharing.
school father. Remember, like old school mother, but I'm a father.
Yeah. No, I mean, you are. I think we share a lot in that. Yabo. My philosophy now is to be very involved with everything that my kids do. Angfun mistake yokuthi ubani uthe uyaguphi in I don't even want to leave it to the mother, and I live with their mother.
Yeah.
Yabo. It's not her responsibility only to raise my kids. I have to be a father. I have to be.
That's true.